Hello students, today we are going to talk about the cytoplasm. After seeing plasma membrane, cell wall and nucleus, we are going to talk about the cytoplasm. So when we look at the temporary mount of onion peel as well as human cheek cell, we can see a large region of each cell enclosed by the cell membrane. And this region takes up very little strain. It is called the cytoplasm, right? So it means inside the plasma membrane or cell wall, except the cell content, rest of all the region of the cell can be considered as the cytoplasm. So the cytoplasm is the fluid content inside the plasma membrane. It is also contains many specialized cell organelles. It means the different parts of the cell present inside the cell plasma membrane that can be considered as the cell organelle. And except the cell organelles, the fluid containing area is considered as the cytoplasm. Each of these organelles performs a specific function for the cell. So cell organelles are enclosed by membranes. In prokaryotic, besides the absence of a defined nuclear region, the membrane-bound cell organelles are also absent. So in prokaryotic, well, the nuclear membrane is not around the nucleus. So exactly same way, the membrane-bound cell organelles are also absent in case of prokaryotic. On the other hand, the eukaryotic cells have nuclear membrane as well as membrane enclosed organelles, right? So as we know the difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic, eukaryotic having a well-defined nucleus because of the presence of nuclear membrane, and that is the reason the rest of the cell organelles are also enclosed with membrane. The significance of membranes can be illustrated with the examples of viruses. Viruses lack any membranes and hence do not show characteristics of life until they enter a living body and use its cell machineries to multiply. See, that is the best example of having absence of membranes is of viruses, right? See, viruses does not having any kind of membrane around its cell. And because of the absence of membrane, what happened? They are being non-living organisms until they are outside of any living body, right? जब तक वो किसी भी living body के outside होंगे, they behave like a non-living organism. But once they are entering to the living bodies or living organisms, it will use its cell machineries, right? जो दूसरे organism की body के अंदर वो enter हो रहे हैं, उसी की cell machineries को use होके multiply होंगे और reproduce करेंगे, and they can grow their self, right? So that is the example of absence of membrane. Now let's talk about the cell organelles. So every cell has a membrane around it to keep its own content separate from the external environment, as we already talked about the cell membrane. Large and complex cells, including cells from multicellular organisms, need a lot of chemical activities to support their complicated structure and function. It means each and every cell belonging to any of the living organisms has to go through so many kinds of chemical activities, right? So to keep these activities of different kinds separate from each other, these cells use membrane bound little structures, or which is called organelles, right? So each structure which is present inside the cell are bounded by a membrane, right? So they are performing a different kinds of activities from the other cells. This is one of the features of the eukaryotic cells that distinguish them from the prokaryotic cells. Some of these organelles are visible only with an electron microscope, right? So the content inside the cell, the parts present inside the cell, you can only observe with the help of electron microscope. With a simple microscope, we are not able to observe it. We have talked about the nucleus in a previous session. Some important examples of cell organelles which we discuss are endoplasmic reticulum, which is abbreviated as ER. ER means endoplasmic reticulum. Then Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, then mitochondria, plastids, and vacuoles. So these all are the parts present in the cell, which is considered as the cell organelle we are going to study in this chapter. They are important because they carry out some very crucial functions in the cells, right? So cells performing different functions because of the cell organelle present inside it. So that is it is very important. So now let's talk about the first cell organelle. It is the endoplasmic reticulum. It is abbreviated as ER, मतलब कि short में उसको हम ER consider कर सकते हैं. The endoplasmic reticulum is a large network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets. It look like a long tubules or round or oblong bags, मतलब कि vesicles जैसी दिखेंगी. तो exactly वो कैसी दिखती हैं? We can go through the structure. हम एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम का यहाँ पे स्ट्रक्चर देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे आपको दिखाया गया है. तो अराउंड द न्यूक्लियस ये इस तरीके से आप देख सकते हो, ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स है, ट्यूब्यूल्स और राउंड शेप, इस तरीके का जो स्ट्रक्चर आपको दिख रहा है यहाँ पे, दिस इज कॉल्ड द एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम. You can go through the figure in Google images. You can have the colorful figure, so you can have the better idea about the endoplasmic reticulum. So कैसी दिखती है वो हमने देख लिया, right? Now the ER membrane is similar in structure to the plasma membrane. मतलब कि endoplasmic reticulum and plasma membrane both are having the similar kind of structure. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is called RER, मतलब कि rough endoplasmic reticulum, and one is called SER, means a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So there are two types. Let's talk about the first type. So rough endoplasmic reticulum looks rough under a microscope because it has a particles called ribosomes attached to its surface. मतलब कि इस तरीके से जो आपको एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम का स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है अराउंड दी न्यूक्लियस, लाइक दिस वे, आपको कुछ ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा होगा, राइट? ट्यूब्यूल्स लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. तो रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक, इन द केस ऑफ रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम देयर इज अ प्रेजेंस ऑफ रिबोसोम्स. इस तरीके से राइबोसोम्स प्रेजेंस होंगे. सो दीज रिबोसोम्स इफ यू आर गोइंग टू ऑब्जर्व अंडर अ इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप देन इट विल लुक लाइक अ रफ सरफेस. वो रफ सरफेस जैसे आपको दिखेंगे, and that is the reason it can consider as the rough endoplasmic reticulum, right? Because it has a particles called ribosomes attached to its surface, and the ribosomes which are present in all active cells are the sites of protein manufacture. These ribosomes are responsible for manufacturing of proteins, right? So the manufactured proteins are then sent to various places in the cell depending on the need यूजिंग द ER, राइट? मतलब कि ER में जो रिबोसोम्स की वजह से जो प्रोटीन सिंथेसाइज होते हैं, दैट प्रोटीन विल मैन्युफैक्चर टू रेस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट्स ऑफ द सेल्स, राइट? एंड वेयर एज पर द नीड ऑफ दैट प्रोटीन्स. द स्मूथ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम हेल्प इन द मैन्युफैक्चर ऑफ फैट मोलिक्यूल्स और लिपिड्स important for cell function. So basically SER, मतलब कि smooth endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for manufacturing of fat molecule and lipid, while in case of rough endoplasmic reticulum it is responsible for manufacturing of protein. Okay, some of these proteins and lipids help in building the cell membrane. This process is known as membrane biogenesis, right? So smooth endoplasmic reticulum manufacture the fat molecules and lipids. Out of these, some of the proteins and lipids are help to building the cell membrane, and this process to building the cell membrane is considered as the membrane biogenesis. Some other proteins and lipids functions as enzyme and hormones. Rest of the protein and lipid will act as an enzyme and hormone, and you all know what is the enzyme and hormone. Although the endoplasmic reticulum varies greatly in appearance in the different cells, it always forms a network system, right? As you can see around the cell, around the nucleus, it forms a network like structure, and they are having the different appearance in the different kinds of cells, right? Okay, now thus one function of the ER is to serve as channel for the transport of material मतलब कि स्पेशली प्रोटीन, ये जो मटेरियल ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का काम करते हैं आउटसाइड द न्यूक्लियस एंड इनसाइड द न्यूक्लियस, राइट, बिटवीन वेरियस रीजन्स ऑफ द साइटोप्लाज्म और बिटवीन द साइटोप्लाज्म एंड न्यूक्लियस, राइट। सो ये जो बैकग्राउंड में जो आपको ये पूरा जो स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है एक्सेप्ट सेल ऑर्गेनेल, ये पूरा जो स्ट्रक्चर है इट इज अ फिल्ड अप विथ फ्लूइड, एंड वो फ्लूइड क्या होगा, इट इज साइटोप्लाज्म, राइट। सो साइटोप्लाज्म में से किसी भी मटेरियल का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन विद द न्यूक्लियस इज बिकॉज ऑफ द ER, एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम की वजह से हो रहा है, बिकॉज यू कैन सी द एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम इज सराउंडेड विद द अराउंड द न्यूक्लियस, राइट, अराउंड द न्यूक्लियस वो सराउंडेड है और वो मटेरियल ट्रांसपोर्ट करता है इनसाइड द न्यूक्लियस, राइट, ओके। So the ER also functions as a cytoplasmic framework, providing a surface for some of the biochemical activities of the cells, right. So the another use of the endoplasmic reticulum, that is it provide the surface for some of the biochemical activities, मतलब कि उसकी surface के ऊपर some of the biochemical activities will going to be take place. In the liver cells of the group of animals called vertebrates, smooth endoplasmic reticulum plays a crucial role in detoxifying many poisons and drugs, right. तो अगर हम बात करें कि एनिमल्स की हम बात करें, एनिमल्स मतलब कि जिसको हम वर्टिब्रेट्स बोलते हैं, सो इन केस ऑफ वर्टिब्रेट्स द स्मूथ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम प्लेज अ मेजर रोल इन डिटॉक्सिफाइंग मेनी पॉइजन्स एंड ड्रग्स। बहुत सारी पॉइजनस सब्सटेंस होते हैं और ड्रग्स होती है जिसको डिटॉक्सिफाइंग करता है स्मूथ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम।